What's up, everybody? Hope you all having a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend. Um, Getting into this episode of GH, I really feel like Michael is dense. I really do. I feel like he's a smart person, but you know how you deal with somebody that's smart, but they do dumb shit. For a smart person, they do really dumb shit. Michael is that person. He's that person. I felt like throughout this entire episode, it was like his elevator wasn't going all the way to the top floor. Um, After everything Carly just said to him, it's like he still doesn't get it. You know what I mean? It's like Carly just laid it all out there for him. Like sending Sonny to prison is not going to do any of them any good. It's not. It's not. It's going to do more harm than good. If you think of the fallout, the consequences of this is going to be dire for their family, which it will be on multiple fronts. Because for one, like she laid out to him, what if another crime family come in? Sonny's in prison. He can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Another crime family come in, take over his territories. They got more power now. So they're going to exert that power by eliminating the Corinthos family. Because it would make more sense to eliminate them. Especially Carly, because Carly knows more about the business. Hell, she helped run the business at one point. So they would eliminate her first. And Michael seems to not understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because even after she said that, this fool gonna sit here and say, this is the only way to keep you out of prison. I'm like, sir, are you not, is it not clicking for you or what she's saying? Even if Carly used that information, that video, and she stayed out of prison, she would be dead, pretty much. It's like, what part of that are you not understanding, sir? You would rather her dead than in prison? Because that's the only two options here. It's the only options. Unless she find another way. I'm like, and not only do you have to worry about a rival family coming in and picking y'all off, you have to worry about the people from Pikeman. Because they're on that video. So if they find out, oh, the Corinthos family leaked the video, ain't no telling what kind of power the Pikeman people got. They could probably have a great reach from a prison cell and take your ass out. It's like, what is, none of this is clicking for him? I'm like, sir, back your ass off from this. And I'm glad he left Carly that video, and I hope she destroys it. And it was like, he really didn't give a damn about Dex. He really did. He didn't care. Because Dex is on that video too. And unless he works out a deal with the U.S. Attorney's Office, if you send that video, Dex can go to prison. He's as good as going to prison. Because they ain't even work out a deal for him. So he going down too. I'm like, Michael just don't care at this point. Him and Jocelyn, I swear lately, they've been sounding a lot like Jax. Because this is some shit Jax would say. Like, a lot of what they've been saying about turning Sonny in sounds like something Jax would want. You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all not understanding the bigger picture. It's like, y'all see the right now, but you're not getting the overall picture of it. And it's like, they want to do things the hard way. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, put the video out. Put the video out. Let Sonny go to prison for the rest of his life. And y'all will just be picked off. One by one or all together. Have it your way. Just foolishness. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn and Dex were a part of this episode. So moving on from that. I ain't even about to talk about them because I don't care. I get where Trina coming from. Like, she wants total honesty in her relationship with Spencer, as she should. Because I feel like you have to be very transparent in your relationship. I was totally on Spencer's side on this one. Even if the evidence is tainted. Even if Victor did fabricate the evidence. So what? You have this girl dead to rights. Take her ass down. After everything she done did to them, I wouldn't give a damn if the evidence was fraudulent. So, if it's, if it looked legit and they can't prove that it's fake, take her ass out. I would use it. Or at least threaten to use it. You know what I mean? I'm glad Spencer held on to the evidence. Good for him. Good job. I totally agree. Like, I understand, Trina has a conscience. Trina likes to do things by the book. She likes to do the right things. I get that. But in some situations, you got to take your conscience and just throw that bitch out the door. In some situations. Not everything, but some things you just got to say to hell with your conscience. To hell with doing the right thing. You got to do what, what makes sense. I'm just saying. It might not be right, but it makes sense. I'm just saying. I mean, why not? With somebody like Esme who plays dirty, you got to play dirty with them in order to beat them. Because if you play in the up and up, a lot of times you're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go a little low. I'm just saying, you have to. Not always, but sometimes. I mean, if you could find a way to, beat them without having to play dirty, cool. But if not, take their ass out first chance you get. I was totally on Spencer's side on this one. He got my approval for this. And I'm glad he kept that evidence. Good for you, Spencer. Carry on. Use it when you feel like it. I mean, of course, Trina gonna be pissed when she find out he didn't destroy it, but I think in due time she'll get over it. It was the right move. This effort is dangerous. Amnesia or no amnesia, she's still a threat. She still did a lot of things to y'all. Take her ass out. Period. Anyway, moving on from that. I am so happy Zeke is back in town. Thank God. It's a lot of potential for him. Portia need to understand something, that everything ain't about her. Oh, if I wouldn't have did this or did that, if I wouldn't have lied or did this, then Trina wouldn't have pulled more closer to Spencer. Ma'am, it don't matter what you did. It's not all about you. She's with Spencer because she wants to be with Spencer. She wanted to be with him long before your secrets even came out. It has nothing, that her being with Spencer has nothing to do with Portia. She thinks everything that Trina is doing right now has something to do with her lies. It's not about you, boo. It ain't about you. Like, that's some narcissistic shit sometimes, because I feel like some people are just narcissists. I be tongue tied as hell. Straight narcissists. Like, it's not about you. It's really not. This is about her. It's about her wants, her needs. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be with Spencer. That's her choice. It has nothing to do with you. Get over it. And I get Zeke has, his feelings about it too. Zeke doesn't really want her to be with Spencer either. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. He's a Cassadine. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If I was on this show and I was a character in the show, I wouldn't probably want my relative with no damn Cassadine either, with all that drama. I wouldn't want it either. But I'm not going to actively try to, break them up either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to poison her against them. I'm not going to do none of that. Because as a young adult, it'd be different if she was just a teenager. If she was still living under my roof and she was 15 or something, then I would say, no, you're not doing it. Not as long as, you're a minor and you're under my care, then that's different. But she's a young adult. She's a grown-ass person now. You can't tell her what to do. And I think Portia might want to listen to everybody and back off from this. It would be in her best interest. But yeah, I'm glad Zeke back though. He got to sit down and talk with Jordan. I really do hope him and Jordan hook up. I do. I felt some chemistry there when he sat down next to her at the pool. I really felt some chemistry there. I can get behind them. I want to see more, but I can get behind them as a potential couple. I surely can. Because it's time for her to move on. Like, even if they don't get serious or nothing like that and it's just like a couple hookup kind of thing, I'm cool with that too. Because you never know. Hookups could turn into something more. So I'm cool with it either way. So anyway, moving on from that. Tracy is really acting like a pimp at this point. She is acting like a pimp and BLQ is her hoe. Like, she strolled up in that pool. Why aren't you at Deception? I'm like, ma'am, you do see it's nighttime, right? People do go home. Not everybody's at the office 24/7, ma'am. Like, why aren't you at the Quartermain estate getting your rest? You know what I'm saying? What you doing at the pool that time of night? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, she act like people don't leave the office or something. I'm really curious as to what Tracy's goal is with Deception. Like, is she trying to steal the company? Does she have a rival business that she's starting and she wants some trade secrets or something? Like, what is her end game with all this nonsense with Deception? I'm very curious. And it was funny as hell the way she kept sending Chase off. Like, oh, go get me a drink at the bar. Oh, go down to the restaurant and get me this. I'm like, man, he is not the staff. He is not the help. Like, and I feel like Chase was doing it because that's her grandmother or whatever. And, you don't want to piss off the Tracy Quartermain. But at the same time, it's like, he's not your employee, Tracy. Like, you keep telling this boy what to do. Tracy is something else. I love her. But yeah, I wonder what her goal is with all this nonsense. It's a lot of espionage going on because now Mason want Ava to do a little bit of, snoop work for him. And at first I thought he was talking about the Jerome. This fool talking about Sonny and Pikeman. I'm like, what the hell is y'all interest? And who is this boss of his? Like, what is your interest in Pikeman and Sonny? Like, what's up? Like, is you trying to steal the deal from him or something? Like, what you trying to do? And I get where Ava's reservations come in because her and Sonny are cordial now. They in a cool place, and she don't want to rock the boat, which I totally understand. But Mason put their ass on notice because Mason was like, "Shit, y'all like taking people out. Y'all can't take me out because all that's gonna do is grant y'all more problems." And Austin acting like a little punk. Oh, just do what Mason is telling you to do. Austin, why don't you grow a set of balls and find out how to usurp these people instead of sitting there doing their bidding? And if I was Ava, honestly, I would go to Sonny about it. I would just talk to Sonny in confidence about it and just have him feed me some bullshit, some BS information or whatever to pass along. That's what I would do. Sometimes you gotta play things smart. You know what I mean? Like, just go to his penthouse, act like dropping off Avery or picking her up or whatever, and tell him what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Do this thing covertly. That's what I would do, because I wouldn't be sitting there doing a little punk bidding. Honestly, Ava gonna have to find a way about this situation. Like, I don't know how she gonna do it, but like I said, she just need to go to Sonny and lay it all out for him, because they need to come up with a plan to shut Mason down and shut his boss down and find out who the hell this boss is. I would have him secretly followed or something, like get a PI or something. I would have his ass followed, trace his phone calls, do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit there all helpless. Oh, wow, we gotta do what he said. Fuck all that. Be smart about this shit. Y'all too smart to be acting this dumb. Like, come on now. Y'all are too smart for this. Y'all mean to tell me y'all don't have nobody on payroll, nobody that can follow him discreetly and find out who he talking to and where he going? Come on now. Get some leverage on his ass. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.